Hey everybody, Matt Forelli here. I am out in front of BillyJack Shack here in Lauderdale by the Sea. I am here because we are doing a series on Where Are They Now? That is a series looking back at some interviews that I did during the pandemic. And the pandemic was a really weird time. So we went and we took a look at and interviewed a bunch of small business owners, taking a look at what they were going through during the pandemic and seeing how they were doing, trying to give them some exposure. And what I wanted to do was, where are they now? How are they doing now? So I have a series of people that we're gonna be going back to check on how they're doing now. This one is Todd Zimmer at BillyJack Shack. We're gonna go check him out. Todd Zimmer.
What's up, man?
How are you, bud? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for letting me stop by and chat with you a little bit. We are at BillyJack's Shack here in Lauderdale by the Sea, and this is one of my favorite places. You and I have been buddies for a long time.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade, yep, we grew up together, and now you have this amazing, amazing restaurant that I love to come to all the time. And, getting a great beer, one of these, a real nice beer. And to be honest with you, Todd, one of the better black and mahi sandwiches in the whole city, dude. And it is fantastic. If you haven't had that yet, by the way, you are not living. So take your time, come on down here and get a mahi sandwich. It's fantastic. So before we get started, Todd, tell me a little bit about how you're doing. How's everything?
Well, I mean, it's everyone's had to shift from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
This is the new norm. Understanding, and everyone does, that the cost of goods is up. The cost of labor is up. This is what we're living with now. This is not some anomaly. This is not something we're going to revert back to.
Right. This is where we're at.
This is where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Cost of a gallon of milk, the cost of gas.
Sure.
You're paying for it. I'm paying for it. The people that I buy my products from are paying for it. What it costs to make the beer, it's all up.
Right.
So everything's up. So our mentality is we haven't raised price. We've raised prices in 2 years. Twice in 5 years.
Okay.
We've been open for 5 years and we've raised our prices twice.
Got it.
We've always been trying to, be a great value
Yeah.
and give people, a quality product for, understandable price.
Right.
So,
well, the last time that you and I sat down together, we were going through with that COVID, and it was scary for all of us. It was scary for our families.
yeah.
It was scary for the health of our businesses. And it really, restaurants had to take a fight or flight mentality. And I know that you have that ingrained in you, knowing you as long as I've known you. There was never any flight in you.
Yeah.
It was always going to be fight, make this work. Tell me a little bit about what kind of mentality you had to have back then to keep the doors open and how you were able to lead that here in the restaurant.
I think I said it at that time was you've got to be able to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not working, don't wait too long.
Right.
You can have your main idea as to how you're going to run something, but just as rivers have offshoots, your business is going to have offshoots,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to take little eddies into what's going to go on. You may sit there and spin for a while, but get out of it.
Right.
Make a move, make it quick. So one of the things that we did, and we still honor and still do them, is we have our shack packs.
Mm-hmm.
So you can order online. They're only available either online or through the phone service.
Right.
But they're not to be had in stores. But it'll feed a family of 4 for an approachable price. You get 8 sliders with 4 sides.
Mm-hmm.
4 of our monster burgers with 4 sides. A fried fish shack pack, cod, calamari, shrimp. So we knew that the environment was switching to family. Like you said, you've got to consolidate everything around your family. You're circling the wagons around your family. Well, my family was not only my family, but my restaurant family, my business partner and I. And we've been in the business down here 30 something years now.
Right.
And we knew it had to be done. It's just a matter of actually just buckling up and doing it.
Yeah, and being a little uncomfortable with what you're used to doing, now having to do something a little uncomfortable.
Being uncomfortable makes you grow.
Yeah.
It's like a bonsai tree.
Right.
A bonsai tree is probably one of the most beautiful things in the world, and it's under a lot of constraint.
Right.
And under that constraint is going to cause a lot of things. Diamonds are under that kind of constraint also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I hate to say the old proverbial, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, but
Sure.
That's literally what it is.
Right. And is there anything that you learned, this is kind of like my bonus question, is there anything that you did or learned during the COVID timeframe that maybe your kids picked up on? that maybe that you see in them now, or maybe might see in them in the future?
I'm a grinder.
Mm-hmm.
I always have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they understand that now.
Right.
And that the fact that even in COVID, when they were at home and they were scared and they were asking questions about what's going on, not being able to go to dances or going to like the after school things that we all did, if you had older kids graduating high school and whatnot. But to understand that, continue at it, focus on what you're doing. If you were to give the majority of your effort into one thing, you're going to get it returned.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dispersing your effort, maybe not giving a lot of it to a little bit of things, the chances of them growing and being productive are not that good.
Right.
So focus your effort on one thing, and
I think
you'll
that's what they
you'll
found.
probably end up doing all right.
And that's what your kids saw when the going got tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And I know that this place is doing amazing, and it's so great to see you do so well. I know you've got another place opened up in Doral, and it's growing. There's a lot of pluses to all of this. Couldn't have happened to a better dude. I really appreciate all of what you do for the community, as well as what you do here at BillyJack Shack.
Yeah, I mean, BillyJacks was just designed to be a local spot. You know, we're in kind of a touristy area, but it was designed for people to walk in and make the place look like it's been here for 30, 40 years.
Right.
Be in and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Just as we were saying a second ago that being uncomfortable is good, you want to get to a place like this and be comfortable.
Yeah,
it's
love it.
Very much of a reactionary and knee-jerk kind of thing to what I've done previous to opening BillyJacks, which was high-end, stuffy. You're almost never going to
not very comfortable.
No, not very comfortable, and and it's very hard to reach those lofty goals on a daily basis unless you had some sort of celebrity in the place every day, which we happen to have had. But if someone didn't see who they wanted to see, their night was ruined.
Right.
It's hard for me to ruin your night here. I mean, cold beer, hot fries,
good
music, relaxing. That's what it's at. That's what it's about.
I love it, dude. Well, listen, thank you very much for taking the time to sit with me.
Awesome, always.
And we'll do this again soon.
Yeah, for sure, brother.
Appreciate it, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, man.